Ahjay, Sharon here, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm back with a sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, a folio folder. Years ago when I used to do scrapbooking, I followed this woman called Janie, the craft princess. I'll link her channel below, and she used to make lots of little mini albums, like 4x4s. So I used to do some of them. But I've kind of adapted this to make it more of a, it's not really a junk journal or anything, it's just a ephemera holder, I suppose. So I've tied it up with some sari silk, and it opens up like this. You have pockets at the side here. I've used the digital kit from Digital Collage Club, Paradise Birds, and some of her bird tag postcard kits. And then I've put some lace down there and opens up. I've got two tall pockets with tags here, and then tags in here. And then here I've got, wrap this up like this. And then inside I've got a little notebook with some vintage book pages and vintage music sheets as well, and tea dye papers. So what I'll do is I'm going to show you how to put the base together, and then I'll be decorating it with the Copper and Roses kit from Blossom Paper Art. It's called. I'll show you the kit just a moment. Put that aside. This is the kit here. And it's from Blossom Paper Art, called Copper and Roses. I mean, it's a gorgeous kit. You could use it for anything. I mean, and you could use these albums for anything, you know, just as a mini photo album as well. So I'll be using that. And then what else you need is, I've got a couple of envelopes, black envelopes, because I'm using black card, and you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets of card. Now obviously in this one I used craft card on that one, but this one I'm using black card. I thought went with the kit. And you need, I'll put all the measurements down below. You'll need 1 sheet at 8 by 11, and then you will need 2 sheets at 7 3/4 by 10 1/4. Now she did her album 4x4, by the way, so I've adapted this. And then you need 1 sheet 7 3/4 by 10, and then you need 2 from the last sheet of 2 sheets of 4 by 8. So I will start off with the first big sheet, which is 8 by 11. I'm using, by the way, A4 papers, and you score at 2.5 and 3, and then you flip over and do the same the other side. So we score at 2.5. Where is it there? Oops. 2.5 and 3. Get myself a new glue cup out. Then you flip over and you score at 2.5. There. And then 3. And then I'll be folding all them in. Then the next 2 sheets you score at 2.5, 2 3/4 and 7 3/4. So we score at, these are the 7 3/4 by 10 1/4. You're scoring on the long side the whole time. 2.5 2 3/4, so it's a slightly slimmer spine, and then 7 3/4, which is all the way up here. 1 2 3 4 5 7 3/4 is there. There. And you do that on both sheets. I'll do that shortly and come back. And then you do score the 7 3/4 by 10. You score at 2.5, 2.5, and 7.5, which is there. Then obviously you fold them all in and score them down like this. So you fold them all in and score them down like this. Like that. So you have your base sheet here, which you can see is like that. You have your 2 sheets here where you've got a margin on one side, there and there, and then this is your middle sheet. So you put this larger sheet aside with the bigger margin. You take this one middle sheet with no margins, spines, that's the word I'm looking for, oh my goodness, with the spines. And spine side, you will be sticking this to this. Now, I'm using tacky glue, and one of the other things I am going to do is get my bowl of clips, because I'm not very good. Doesn't always seem to, they stick obviously, but I think they need some encouragement now and then. So I'm going to glue this totally together like this. Put these together. You fold it over, so your spine is there, so you're gluing onto that bit there. Like that. And then you take your other piece, again with the spine, you glue onto here. I will do that. I only use the clips because I found it didn't, I often use these clips. Put that up there. You can see, line it up, bend it over. I need a clean glue cloth. There. Like that. Now I'm going to let these dry before I carry on to the next part. Right, this is all dry now, so you can see it will go like that and it meets in the middle. Fold this over, you've got your little spine along there. Fold that way and you have your spine there. The next thing is you get your big one. Now, because I'm working in black, I found it difficult to see where my actual score lines were, so I've had to mark them in pencil there and there. It's a lot easier when you're doing the craft card. So I know now that I've got to place this, and what I should have done was done it down the bottom as well, there and there. So I know where I have got to place this to make sure that it folds like that. So what I'm going to do is put some tacky glue over the back part of this here. You fold it all in and then you put it over the back part here. And I will stick this to the middle. You will have a small gap at the top there. I don't know if you can see, and a small gap at the bottom there. So now I have to really stick this down. Hope that it stays down. Of course it will. Faith, Sharon, faith. There. And obviously there. So that that then folds in like that. Now you're saying, doesn't meet. No. So this is where your two 4x8s come in. And we're going to stick these onto here, like that. So it folds out like that. However, I'm going to make these into pockets first. So I need to get my punch. And what I'm going to do for that, before I stick anything on, is actually I won't, because what I do first of all, sorry, is I'm going to start choosing my papers, because before you put this down, if you're making this a pocket, you need to put your papers on. So first of all, I'm going to put my papers on here, and then I will need to find the papers for there. So when I punch, whoops, sorry, you can't see. I need to find the papers for there so that when I punch, it doesn't, it all matches up. So I've got my papers here. So this is for the inside. And it's going to be covered up. So I think I'm going to go with this, because it's going to have tags over it. And you don't go obviously all the way down, because you're going to have your pocket. So as my pocket will be there, I don't have to go all the way down, so I will do that there. Get my other cutter. Again, I'm working in black, so I can't see where I put the mark. Right there. Like that. I hope that's the mark. Let me double check. Right, it's there. You can see it when the light hits it. I think that's it. If it's not, so that goes on there. And that will go there. Yes, that's it. And now I just need to trim a small piece off the bottom so that I've got a black border all the way around. So I need a little bit more to come off. Like that. So I now have two pieces, oops, for this. So I'll put that piece on there, and piece on there. Now I need something that's going to go on these pieces. So I think something rosy, obviously. So I think these are good as background pieces, so not them and not this piece, that's a background piece. See, pieces like that are quite good. Or to go really bold so it all matches up with the black, maybe that's what I'll do. I will go, because this will be on there. And then you're putting another piece here. So I think I'll go bold, but it matches up with the black, doesn't it? Like that. So I'm going to go for this. Do it on the other side so I can actually see. So yes, I hope everybody is well, and I am at the moment. I sorted out my lounge last weekend, so I've got my new sofa up, which I'm quite happy about. And I've got, I haven't got any pictures up. I'll be putting them up during the week, so I can get my pictures and my photographs out now. It starts making it more of a home, doesn't it? The kitchen is done, apart from the tiling, and I've just decided to move a few more bits around. So we've got one more cabinet to buy. I keep having one more cabinet, don't I? Okay, so what I've got to do is now do another bit to match there. But what I'm also going to do is ink round, just to get rid of the whiteness, with the black soot. I was thinking maybe the grey, I can't think of the name of it. But I think it's going to be too light. You need something definitely to define the paper, I feel anyway. Right, so that's going to go there. So what I'll do is I will cut the other piece, stick these on. No, what I'll do first, to show you what I mean why I did this piece first, is because I line it up like that, and then I cut. First of all, I've got to find the middle again. Where's my ruler? There. So I know I'm measuring in the same place for both sides. So you have to find your middle. 4 and a bit. No, that's 4 and a bit. That's 4. 4 and a bit. 4 and a bit. It's too much. So 4. Three and 3/4. No, I've got to go that way, haven't I? That. That's not quite the middle, because that's 4 and that's not. So there. And there. Roughly. I'll look right on a piece of black. And I'll make that a long one. So that when I put it on here and I cut there, I will get that approximately, put that right up to the edge. Put the paper right up to the edge, and I will cut approximately there so I can see the middle other side, so that when you push it down a bit, you may have to trim off a little bit this side. You push it down and it all matches up. So I will carry on and do the other sides. Okay, I've put a lot of papers on everywhere. I will show you what I've done, but on the back I don't know what that is. I've decided I'm going to put a ribbon across for the closure, so I need to put that on before I put the paper on. Oops. Go in there like this, so at least keep that level. And I will use this and put some about here. Put some glue across here. And I'm going to put some glue on top of the ribbon just to secure it when I put the dear oh dear, I'm going to have to start putting this upside down. I'm having trouble getting it out. That's it. Just to secure it when I put the paper on the rest of it. Okay, all my bottles need to start going upside down. They all seem to be sticking. Well, it is another day today, and we had a massive storm last night. Lightning, thunder. At least it's broken the weather a bit, and the temperatures have lowered to the early 30s Fahrenheit. Nope, sorry, it's centigrade. What am I talking about? Right, put that on there. So that's covered that up there. And then what I plan is I've got a bowl pin with a rose on. That way, I think. I can never get these round the right way when I put a charm on. If they've got a back and a front, invariably I do it wrong. So there I have a rose charm hanging down. So that's done. And inside you open up, and I've got a couple of journal cards this side. And what I've also got is some black and white ephemera from a black and white journal I made back in, oh goodness, April, May 2021. And it was from Happiness in Crafting. And it was another one, and I can't remember which. This is an envelope, and inside I've just put some more of the black and white journal cards. And for the life of me, I can't remember who I got the rest of the ephemera from. However, I will look it up because I keep a record, and I will put it in the link below. Done the same side this side, a couple of journal cards. These I've made out of leftover bits of paper. Again, I've decorated with bits of paper and some ephemera and lace and tickets, all that came with these two black and white kits. And some more journal cards and tags in there. What I'm thinking of is giving these as presents at Christmas to my craft friends. So there's that, and then you open this up this way, and I've put some lace down the side here. You open here, and again I've got two little pockets, one there and one over here with a little bit of ephemera in. I do know these words are from Happiness in Crafting. Then I've made two tags from leftover bits of paper here, and I've just put some black wax thread and black lace in the top, and this is from one of those kits. And then over here I've done the same from some of the paper, and I've put some collage on the tag for a bit of decoration, and then put that in there, and again some journal card. Everything is inked in black soot and backed with white card. And then here I've got to finish this off. I've done the envelope here, I've put some lace on, and again a bit of decoration. I've used up a bit of the last bit of paper and just put an edge on the paper. There's a closure at the back where you can go like that, so it closes the envelope. And inside I've got, again, two large journal cards. This is not Happiness in Crafting, it's the other one, and I can't remember, so I will say link both down below for you. Now, what I'm doing here, I've cut the pages and I've inked them, and I'm going to put a closure on here. So to do that, I need to measure out halfway here, approximately. So 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, there and there. So what I'll do now is put this underneath there, that approximately there, and get my, I hope, yes, there it is, my pokey tool. And all I'm going to do is just poke through approximately in the middle, all the way through, and put a black brad through the hole. There, and then fold it over. Press that down. And I do put some washi tape over the top as well, which I will also glue. Just to make sure it sticks. Like that. And then I put the paper over the top of that. And yes, I put my glue upside down this time, so it will come out the right way. So yeah, we had this massive storm and everything. I've woken up to everything very wet. And I'm supposed to be down the beach at 8:30 tomorrow morning, so I'm hoping the weather is going to be okay for tomorrow. I'm pretty certain it will. It goes like that here. It has cleared the air, as I say, so it's a lot better. Doesn't feel so hot when I got up this morning. And I had a better night's sleep, which is a bonus. I might put something on that. Okay, I'll now do the other side as well. Okay, I've done that, and now I'm getting some black embroidery thread underneath here. I'm just trying to make sure I press that flat on the other side, and as a consequence I haven't left a lot of gap here, which is a bit of a silly thing for me to do. I'll just tie a knot here. One more. Yeah, I shouldn't have pressed that down. I was more wanting to get it flat with the paper and forgot about this side. Like that. And then I'm going to have to try and get it underneath this, which means lifting this up a bit. So I've put that in there. And then across there, what I've got to do is put the actual envelope in, isn't it? Which would help. That's it. So I'll put that into there. Let's hope this works. Yes, it's loosening up a bit now, so that's okay. Whoops, that bit isn't. There we go. Like that. I might just cut that off a bit more there. There. So that is the folio, ephemera holder. I'm not sure which. There's spaces, plenty of spaces to put photos. You can add photos into it, so that's quite a good idea. I do have trouble with bulb pins, do you? I can never seem to get them the right way to lay, as I said before. And then they flop round the other way and... Right, that one's caught in now. That's good. Okay, there we go. Thank you very much for watching. It'd be great if you could hit that like button. There's the other one I made, which is a bit more, not grungy, but more with the craft card. and the birds, and this is a bit more modern, I would think, but I did love these papers here. Thanks very much for watching again, and subscribe if you haven't already would be great if you've enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot. Bye.